Happy birthday. What is up, Warzone Army? Mike on the mic here, bringing you the Mega Mock Draft recap for tonight. So we're going to be going through all the picks from the draft on Friday night. In case you guys missed it, we'll give a little brief analysis of each pick, but we're going to try and blow through this and get through this as fast as possible. And I'll respond to any comments that are left at the end of the live. But we're going to get through all these picks, 1 through 32, drafted by 32 different drafters. It was awesome. Be sure while you're here, drop that subscription, hit the little notification bell next to us. You're alerted every time we drop a new video. We have multiple shows airing weekly. You do not want to miss it. And if you're a sports fan, I promise you, you will not regret tapping that subscription button below. Without further ado, wasting no time, let's get in to the Mega Mock Draft recap.
I'm Ian Rapoport from NFL Network. As I get ready to head to Cleveland in a couple days, I wanted to get this in first. The first selection of the Warzone Mock Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars take Trevor Lawrence from Clemson. Of course they do. Easily the top-rated quarterback in this draft, top-rated prospect, regardless of position. This is such a simple choice for Urban Meyer and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So much so they've already started going over the playbook with him as if he's a member of this team. So yeah, they're taking him number 1. Bye.
Ian Rapoport kicking off the draft with some breaking news. And how fitting is it for Ian Rapoport to break news? It's just kind of unexpected that he would break the news inside of the War Zone. Awesome stuff. Ian Rapoport on the War Zone Sports Network, still in shock.
This is a RC production.
What's going on? Warzone Sports Network. This is the one and only Alex Robson, host of the Robson Sportscast, and I have the privilege of having the second overall pick held by my New York Jets. And with that second overall pick, I believe my Jets take quarterback Zach Wilson out of BYU. He is a perfect scheme fit for the Mike LaFleur offense. He will be the centerpiece of the new franchise led by Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas. I believe the New York Jets have made the right decision, trading away that California bum that Brian Bolster has a giant love affair with in Sam Darnold. And now they will go for the new face of the franchise in Zach Wilson.
You know, when we asked Alex to come on and make the second overall pick for the Jets, we gave him a warning. We gave him fair warning, as I like to say on the Mike and the Mike Sports podcast, that the person drafting at number 1 was a big name. Now, he took some guesses, took some stabs at it, didn't quite get it. How do you think Alex reacted when he's watching the live and he realizes that he is following up the rap sheet? What do you think his face looked like? I'll let you guys try and predict what Alex Robson's facial expressions looked like when he saw, oh man, I gotta follow up Ian Rapoport in this mock draft. Zach Wilson to the Jets, drafted by a Jets fan. It's gonna happen. Jets, Jets.
What is up? It's Matt Okada from Ball Blast Football, and I am making the selection for the 49ers. At 3rd overall, San Francisco will select quarterback Justin Fields out of Ohio State. Oh, please let this happen. Listen, we need a quarterback. We need a dynamic quarterback. We were one dynamic quarterback away from winning a Super Bowl. The answer to that is not Mac Jones. The answer to that is the second best quarterback in this class and someone who is in a tier with Trevor Lawrence, in my opinion, and that is Justin Fields, most accurate passer in this class, one of the best arms we've seen in recent years, extremely dynamic, very, very good leader. He's going to bring everything the 49ers need to take this team with all the talent that it has to the next level, which is a Super Bowl victory. So you're welcome, San Francisco.
Matt Okada, friend of the Warzone Sports Network. Well, he liked one of my tweets, so I guess we're friends, right? If people like your tweets, does that mean you're technically friends? Or do I just bring that fire to Twitter? Anyways, 49ers wisening up, as they should in real life, and take Justin Fields. But are they going to? Are they?
What's up, everybody? This is Patrick Claybon, NFL Network, and I am proud to announce that with the 4th overall pick, the Atlanta Falcons select Kyle Pitts, tight end, Florida.
And this guy is a matchup nightmare.
Great pick there by Patrick Claybon. And also, Patrick Claybon was literally at the NFL Network. No, not like employee of the NFL Network or NFL Network's Patrick Claybon. He was literally at the NFL Network headquarters. Okay, I lied. I have no idea where that video was taken. It had a sick backdrop, though. But the more and more things unfold and we see some trades happening and we see some rumors and reports coming out, the more and more likely it's looking like Atlanta's just going to stay there and take a generational tight end to pair with their generational wide receiver that they already got on the roster.
Tune in, this is where it's at. The Fantasy Football Plug Podcast. You know that we got it popping. Oh yeah, that's apparent. Got a shout out to my homie, one and only.
Oh, thank you. Does this look like a venti? Venti means 20. Does this look like it's 20 ounces? At least it's full. Thanks. Go ahead and fix that. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, hey. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jay the Plug from the Fantasy Football Plug Podcast, plugged in with Jay in the Pace League Fantasy Football League for charity. I'm here to announce the 5th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. Cincinnati Bengals select Jamar Chase, wide receiver, LSU. Yeah, Jamar Chase is a pretty big beast. 84 receptions, 1,780 yards, 20 touchdowns from Joe Burrow in 2019. I think he's going to be pretty happy to have him back. What say you, gentlemen?
Okay, Jay the Fantasy Football Plug is actually a friend of the Warzone Sports Network. He likes all of my tweets, not just one off here and there. But more importantly, Jay the Fantasy Football Plug is a co-founder and participant in the Pace Fantasy Football League. Fantasy football for charity. If you guys want to help out and donate to a great cause, multiple causes with that league, here's the info right here. www.spot.fund/TTPBRA. If you guys want to head over there and donate, we would really appreciate it. And the Pace League would really appreciate it. They're doing great stuff over there. So please go ahead and check out the Pace League and Jay, the Fantasy Football Plug, especially because he does like all my tweets.
This is Eric Moody from The Athletic with the 6th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. The Miami Dolphins select Alabama wide receiver Jalen Waddle. He only played 242 snaps in 6 games last season. Now, Waddle caught 28 of 32 targets for 591 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. Now, he averaged 19 yards per reception during his collegiate career, which ranks 2nd on Alabama's all-time list for receivers with a minimum of 100 receptions. The Dolphins could use another explosive playmaker on offense, and Waddle could easily fill that void in Miami this season.
Waddle to Miami. Eric Moody dropping the pick. I'm impressed. Good job, Eric Moody. Now Tua has some guys to get the ball to down the field. If he can get the ball down the field. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Regardless, Justin Herbert is way better, right? I think we all agree.
What's up, everybody? Marcus Grant from NFL Fantasy Live, also playing in the Pace League this year, and With the 7th pick in the NFL draft, the Detroit Lions select Penei Sewell. He fell all the way down there, so I'm going with a non-skill position player on offense. Like, I don't know if he does the whole ankle-biting, knee-biting thing that Dan Campbell wants, but he can block the hell out of an opposing rusher, and I feel like that's going to be pretty important.
Former Desert Hills High School star Penei Sewell was awarded tonight the 2019 winner of the Outland Trophy as the country's best lineman, the Oregon tackle. He's just a sophomore, too.
MG picks up the sliding Sewell, as I like to call it. Sewell really could slide to 7, 8, 9 overall, somewhere in there, which is absolutely insane to think about with how good of a prospect he has been throughout this entire process. But will the Detroit Lions take him? Can we really predict who the Lions are going to take? I mean, they need everything. They need every single position and multiple players at every single position. When I mean every single position, I mean every single position. All right, slow it down a little bit here. We got picks 1 through 7 in. Let's take a look at a little recap of who was taken by who in the first 7 picks. Here you go. You got Rapoport taking Trevor Lawrence. Like I said, breaking the news. Super breaking news that Trevor Lawrence is going first overall. Alex Robson followed him up with the Zach Wilson out of BYU to the Jets. 49ers wisen up and take Justin Fields. Patrick Claybon represents the Falcons and gets himself some Kyle Pitts in Atlanta. The Cincinnati Bengals and Jay the Plug taking over temporarily for the Bengals and making a smart pick in Jamar Chase. Make your quarterback happy. Eric Moody comes in for the Dolphins and surprises us a little bit with the Jalen Waddle selection, and sliding Sewell slides all the way down to Marcus Grant and the Detroit Lions. While we are on a break here, perfect time to plug that you guys will not regret. First of all, tapping that like if you already are subscribed. We need those likes. It helps out a ton in the algorithm. And then hit the subscription notification bell if you haven't already. Let's keep this thing rolling. Panthers on the clock at 8.
What's up? It's Nate Christian from the Dynasty Rewind, and I'm here to take the pick for the Carolina Panthers in the NFL Draft this year, and I'm going with the offensive tackle, Rashawn Slater. I am more than happy to have this guy. He can play inside, outside, and the athleticism is there. Going to be great for Joe Brady's offense on the line. Build it up. Let's work with Darnold. Let's see what happens.
You know, recently I've just picked up the Dynasty Rewind. I've been watching some of their episodes. They're really good. Nate Christian and the gang are really good. Like, better than me, honestly. I'm kind of being carried by the rest of the guys around me. It's all part of my plan. I'm going to have these guys carry me via the Warzone Sports Network, and then I'm going to take all the credit. Oh, yeah, Slater to the Panthers. I can see this happening in real life. What y'all think?
Ladies and gentlemen, no, your eyes are not deceiving you. It is indeed me, the one, the only, the coach, one of the voices in Madden. So if anybody knows the NFL and the XFL, it would be me. But today, right here, right now, it's all about the draft. And with the 9th overall pick, the Denver Broncos select Trey Lance, quarterback, North Dakota State.
The Coach. I cannot believe that I've gone from watching The Coach as a kid getting told by The Rock every week on Friday Night SmackDown to know your damn rule and shut your damn mouth. But anyways, the pick by The Coach may be a bad one, you know, because the Broncos now have 2 quarterbacks on the roster. Are they going to add a third into that mix? Because I'm just confused. I'm completely confused. This Teddy Bridgewater trade, 24 hours before an NFL draft with 5 potential starting quarterback prospects in it. Yeah, confused is the right word.
And with the 10th overall pick, the Dallas Cowboys select Patrick Surtain. As a Giants fan, it's very painful to be making this selection, but I'm going to give that secondary some love that it definitely needs. And Cowboys fans, you can thank me later.
A Giants fan drafting for the Cowboys. That's probably why he got the pick right. hey, Dallas Cowboys and Dallas Cowboys fans, would you guys be okay with other teams drafting for your team to ensure that you guys don't mess it up each time? Because you tend to be pretty good at messing it up. It's almost like, who shouldn't the Cowboys pick in this spot? All right. That's who they're going to pick. Shout out to Steffi Smalls and the FDN Network. Very good Twitter page if you guys want to go check them out.
What's going on, everybody? This is Nick Mac Daddy Mac, and on behalf of the Ryan Show FM, Into the Crosshairs on the Warzone Sports Network, and the Hugh Jackson Foundation, with the 11th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Devonta Smith, wide receiver, Alabama. Let's go.
Pipe bomb. Holy smokes. Nick Mack steals Devonta Smith right out from underneath the Philly Eagles' noses. How do you think Philly fans would feel if on actual draft night the Giants draft Devonta Smith, who has been slated to be their guy for months now? How would the Philadelphia Eagles fans feel? Nick Mack, nice play. Great pick. Checkmate, Philadelphia.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sam Wagman. I write for 14 Personnel. I am the host of the At The Show FF on Twitter, and I also write for the Eagles at 4th and John. With the 12th pick in the draft this year, the Eagles select the amazing corner from South Carolina, J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn's considered one of the top cornerbacks in this year's draft, is the son of wide receiver Joe Horn, so you know that NFL legacy runs in his blood. I'm sure he'll be a great addition for the Eagles if they decide to pick him. Thank you very much.
Okay. Sam from 4th and John saved the Eagles a little bit with this pick, but it's not all great news, Philadelphia Eagles fans. The good news is that J.C. Horn is going to be a great player in the NFL one day. The bad news is it's probably going to be after his first contract when he leaves Philadelphia.
Man, why are you guys bugging me before the game starts? I'm watching the Padres game. No, I'm kidding. Fernando Ramirez here for Sports Illustrated. I cover the Los Angeles Chargers and I'm making a 13th selection. So with the 13th overall pick, the Los Angeles Chargers take cornerback Caleb Farley from Virginia Tech. Farley was one of those guys that was projected to be the first cornerback taken. Unfortunately, he had some back surgery issues, so they say he'll be ready by training camp. I feel like he'd be a good selection for the Chargers. I think he'd mix in well with Brandon Staley's new system, and I feel like he's a perfect fit for teaming up with Derwin James, Joey Bosa, Kenneth Murray. Chargers need a superstar almost at every single of one of those positions. Farley adds that for them, and the Chargers defense should be on the rise in 2021.
Yeah, awesome pick by Fernando there. Man, the tackles are both gone. J.C. Horn and Patrick Surtain are gone. It's just a tough pick for the Chargers, and I'm excited for it. But I think we got to trade back there. I know Fernando doesn't have the option to trade back. Fernando Ramirez, Sports Illustrated writer, drafting from Petco Park. How awesome is that? Ka-chow bolts up.
Cousins to the end zone. Touchdown. Redemption for Chad Beebe.
Hello, I am Chad Beebe, Minnesota Vikings wide receiver. And with the 14th pick in the Warzone's mock draft, the Vikings select offensive line, Aliyah Vera-Tucker, USC.
I see what you're doing there, Chad. I see what you're doing. You got to draft Vera-Tucker so that way Kirk doesn't get sacked. And if Kirk doesn't get sacked, that means he could throw the ball to you. And if he throws the ball to you and you catch it, you make some more of this. Smart move. Smart move by Chad Beebe there. Minnesota Vikings wide receiver on the Warzone Sports Network.
You are now tuned into the Come On Man Sports Podcast. Get your snacks, grab a seat, as the boys from Cali bring you some sports heat.
Yo, remember me? Now let me jog your memory. Come on, man, sports. If you need music, check me out, RC Productions. Check me on IG. All my stuff's there. I'm gonna tell you what I'm really here for. Now I'm here to announce the 15th overall pick by, yeah, that's right, my New England Patriots. Your New England Patriots. And the Patriots select Mr. Mac Jones. That's right, Mac Jones. Can't take your ass and sit it down on that bench. You are not playing a snap this season. I'm out.
My old co-host, Renee. What I got to say to the rest of the league, if they let the Patriots get a quarterback in this draft without having to trade any capital to move up, is come on, man. Yeah, Renee used to co-host a show with me called the Come On Man Sports Podcast. It was a hit. Y'all should go check out the archive. Basically, every episode, we disagreed on every sports topic in existence and yelled at each other for about 60 minutes. Every week. It was really entertaining. You guys probably would really enjoy it. The one thing that we would agree on, though, is that if Mac Jones is here at 15 and the Patriots are still here at 15, he's the pick. He's got to be the pick. All right, and I just went right through 14. I was supposed to recap us at 14, so we're going to do the recap now at 15. So here you go. A reminder. Number 1 overall, Trevor Lawrence. Zach Wilson at 2. Justin Fields 1 at 3. 4, Kyle Pitts. Jamar Chase at 5. Jalen Waddle at 6. Penei Sewell at 7. And then at 8, Nate Christian from the Dynasty Rewind picks up Rashawn Slater for the Panthers, who are starting to really round out that roster. The coach, Madden voice, and former WWE commentator, hops on. ESPN also hops on and drafts Trey Lance. Steffi Smalls is here to take Patrick Surtain to her rival Cowboys. She's a Giants fan. Whoops. And we got the New York Giants on the clock right after that. Nick Daddy Nick steals Devonta Smith from the Eagles, who end up getting J.C. Horn. Good job, Sam. Way to recover there. Fernando Ramirez reaches a little bit for Farley, but gets the Chargers a potential lockdown corner. And Chad Beebe adds to his own offensive line. And this is a good time to remind you that if you like sports, you probably should follow these instructions. Yeah, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell right next to it. It helps us out a ton, y'all. So please do that. Let's move on to the next pick. The Arizona Cardinals are on the clock at 16 overall.
And now, with the 16th pick overall in the 2021 NFL Draft, we got from the Miami Hurricanes, Jalen Phillips.
What's up, sports? It's Mike on the mic here. And I'm here with a question for all of you in the Sports Me verse. Do you think the Arizona Cardinals should consider drafting Jalen Phillips with the 16th overall pick? You guys might not get the reference, but some will.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Juan representing the Max and Juan cast, and I'm here making the Raiders selection right here at 17. And with the 17th overall pick, the Las Vegas Raiders select Micah Parsons, linebacker out of Penn State. Absolute stud. Best linebacker in this class, in my opinion. It'll be a miracle if he winds up dropping out of the top 10. Great pick for the Raiders if this happens. But that's what I'm going with this mock draft. Big shout out to Joe Morley. Big shout out to all the Warzone Sports Network guys. All you guys keep on grinding, bro. Keep on putting out content. And make sure to go check out the Max and Juan cast. We're available on all social platforms, all media platforms, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff, bro. But for now, we out.
Right as you said, shout out to Joe Morley. We lost a couple viewers. So the correlation is here. Max, I love y'all. I love your show. I love you and Juan to death and everything you guys put out into the sports universe. But you know that what the pick is here. In my expert opinion, this is obviously going to be Rondell Moore, right?
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Kevin Banks, representing the Fantasy Football Boot Camp Show, coming very soon, brought to you by, Warzone Sports Network, best network around. But yeah, so we are picking for the Miami Dolphins at the 18th pick in the 2021 draft. And for the Miami Dolphins, I'm going to select, who should we select? Aziz Alojuari. Now, I probably butchered his name, but one of the best edge rushers in the draft. I really think this guy could be the top, in my opinion. And not only that, he fits the scheme what Brian Flores is trying to do. We need an edge rusher after releasing Kyle Van Noy and also traded away Lawson, our edge rushers, right? So it just makes sense. Dolphins are most likely going offense with the 6th pick. And, 18, you got to feed the defense too. Very good defense. And the only edge rusher they have that's, any kind of good is Emmanuel Ogbah. So fins up, baby. Let's go.
Aziz Alojuari has made a big impact tonight as he typically does.
Aziz throwing up the X. I don't know if Aziz and Dez have any correlation, but the Dolphins, they get Jalen Waddle and Aziz Alojuari in the same draft, and they still have 25 more picks to go in this draft. Man, this team is going to be scary for years to come, most likely. Look, Kevin Banks going to be the host of the Fantasy Football Boot Camp Show, airing right here on the Warzone Sports Network. If you're not subscribed and hit the notification bell yet, you won't know when the Fantasy Football Boot Camp Show releases. But I will give a little bit of a sneak or behind the scenes. I'll leak something for all of you. It's coming. It's coming real soon.
What's happening, Warzone and Mike on the mic? This is Sonar Technician, 2nd class, Surface Warfare Specialist, Petty Officer Dyson. Here to give you the Washington football team's 19th overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. I'm the biggest Washington football team fan you'll ever find. Here or around the world. I got my first jersey hanging up back there, Chris Cooley, my favorite tight end. Without further ado, the Washington football team selects Christian Darrisaw, offensive lineman, Virginia Tech. Hail to the football team, guys. Let's go get this bowl.
Thank you for your service. Petty Officer 2nd class, Dyson, and hoo-yah to you. I will never say that again for the rest of my life, so enjoy that, Dyson, while you have it. Thanks to everyone that's serving around the world in the U.S. Armed Forces. God bless America, and God bless the Washington football team for getting Darrisaw all the way back here at 19th overall, an absolute steal, and he's going to start for the Washington football team probably pretty much immediately. Just assuming. Ryan Fitzmagic is going to be happy.
What's up? Justin here from Clock Management, Fantasy Football, and the Pace League. We got Darren Waller, we got T-Pain, and more importantly, we got Jay the Plug. But today, I'm here to make sure the Bears don't screw up yet another draft. You're welcome, fornicator. You owe me. With the 20th pick, the Bears select Greg Newsome. He's cornerback. He's what they need. They need help in the secondary, man. And he had a shortened season last year, still managed 10 breakups, 1 interception, 12 tackles. Dude's lanky. He's got the body of a cornerback in the NFL. So he's going to make an immediate impact. I say year 1, maybe year 2. That's what they need back there.
Duh, Bears. I don't really have much more to say, but that was Justin from Clock Management, another one of the founders, participants, and members of the Pace League that I mentioned earlier. And it's funny how he's like, yeah, we got T-Pain, we got Darren Waller, but the highlight, Jay the Plug. Anyways, Pace League, Pace Fantasy Football League, fantasy football for charity. If you guys want to donate to this fantasy football league who is raising money for multiple causes head to this link right here. Type it in your browser, www.spotspot.fund/TTPBRA. I'm going to try and memorize that for the next time we do this. I promise. We're going to memorize that exact link, and I'm not going to have to pull it up. I'm just going to be able to spit it out to you. Just give it to you.
How you doing? My name is Scott Ruggles. I play Rick Wilson on the TV show called All-American. With the 21st overall pick in the Warzone mock draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Kwity Paye, edge rusher, Michigan.
It's kind of funny because Scott Ruggles, he joined the draft. Thank you, Scott, for joining the draft again. Scott Ruggles plays Rick Wilson, the director of football operations at UCLA in one of my favorite shows, All-American. A little bit more research after the draft, we realized and found out that Scott Ruggles plays Rick Wilson in real life. He's actually the UCLA director of football operations. Pretty cool to have that double. We should have put a UCLA highlight on there. He's got both titles. All right, let's look at a recap of the draft at this point. We're on pick 21. Scott Ruggles just came on the Warzone Sports Network. Absolutely crazy. Back to the first pick was Ian Rapoport selecting and breaking the news, like I said, with Trevor Lawrence. So we had Alex Robson taking Zach Wilson to the New York Jets. Justin Fields goes to Matt Okada and his 49ers. Patrick Claybon says, we ain't trading out. We're taking Kyle Pitts to Atlanta at 4 overall. Jay, the fantasy football plug representing the Pace League. Once again, if you guys want to donate, check out the link that was posted up just a couple of picks ago. Bengals get Jamar Chase there. Eric Moody selects Jalen Waddle. A little bit of a reach, but the Miami Dolphins are probably here at 6 to get a weapon, whether it's Kyle Pitts or whether it's Jalen Waddle. So a good choice there by Moody. Marcus Grant says, we're going to let Sewell slide. I'll take him to the Detroit Lions at 7 overall. We need everything. 8th overall pick, Nate Christian of the Dynasty Rewind Sports Podcast gets Rashawn Slater at 8. Johnathan Coachman with the Broncos takes quarterback Trey Lance. A little bit of a project, but they got some time to wait now that they got Teddy Bridgewater. Steffi Smalls, a resident Giants fan, fills in as the Cowboys fan and takes Patrick Surtain. Nick Mac Daddy takes Patrick. Oh, I messed that up. Devonta Smith steals him right from the Eagles there. And then the Eagles take J.C. Horn, Caleb Farley to Fernando Ramirez, and Chad Beebe selects Elijah Vera Tucker to his Vikings. Continuing on here, 15th overall pick, Renee from the Come On Man Sports Podcast, and now RC Productions. If you guys want music, go check him out. You can find him RC Productions on most social media platforms. Mac Jones to the New England Patriots all the way back here at 15. Not fair. Arizona Cardinals get Jalen Phillips. The Las Vegas Raiders get Micah Parsons, possibly the best linebacker in the draft at 17. 18th overall, Aziz Alojuari, one of my personal favorite prospects. Christian Darrisaw slides back to Washington, and Petty Officer Dyson takes him. Justin from Clock Management and the Pace League as well goes ahead and takes Greg Newsome at 20 overall. And then Scott Ruggles comes in and says, I actually know about football. Give me Kwity Paye to the Colts at 21. This is the perfect time to remind y'all while you're here, make sure you hit that subscription bell and little notification button right next to it. It helps us out a ton. And then slide over and hit that thumbs up. It helps out in the algorithm to help us grow. I'm going to play the little graphic anyways for that, just to take a sip of my Monster Energy drink. And we're back. Pick 22. I know y'all been waiting for this one because you know who we got representing the Titans in the Warzone Sports Network.
3, 2, 1.
Get it back and get down. And made the rejection.
One small step. One giant leap for mankind.
Brian Brian Bolster of Bolstered Up Sports, Warzone Sports Network, and Sports Force, selecting the 22nd overall pick for my Tennessee Titans. And it's going to be Kadarius Toney, explosive wide receiver from the University of Florida. Broke out on the scene this year. He's played some running back as well as receiver and made his impact found in the punt return game with a touchdown there as well. He also gave Alabama that work this season for over 150 yards. Y'all check my boy Kadarius Toney going to the Titans. Him and A.J. Brown. Let's go.
Brian is pretty set on wide receiver here for the Titans at 22. So I have a question for Brian, and it's a rhetorical question because Brian's not here to actually answer the question. But if they don't go wide receiver at 22, how upset are you going to be? Hope you guys enjoyed that Sports Force intro.
Get it back and get down. They made the rejection.
One small step. One giant leap for mankind.
This is Joe Skirto here with Sports Force on the Warzone Sports Network, as well as Turn Up the Jets on Instagram. I just want the Jets to have nice things for once, right? We finally got Joe Douglas. We got Robert Saleh. Man, it just put me out of my misery. Can we finally get a relevant team for once? I've been waiting all my lifetime. But anyway, I'm going to stop reminiscing and stop complaining of my miserable fandom. And I'm going to announce the 23rd overall pick of the NFL draft as the New York Jets, the Jets, Jets select Creed Humphrey, center out of Oklahoma. The Jets desperately need interior linemen, especially if you're going to go draft your future franchise quarterback in Zach Wilson. I know there's a lot of good edge rushers, and I know there's a lot of good corners, and you could utilize those guys as well. But Creed Humphrey is a guy that you could put right in there week one as your starting center. And they have Connor McGovern, of course, at center, but he could slide a guard. He did it many times with the Broncos. And then you're starting to build that line for once, something you didn't do when you had Sam Darnold.
Bam! Creed Humphrey, 23rd overall pick. Joe really likes Creed Humphrey. I think he's drafted him in a couple of mock drafts now. I know you can't trade back in this format. I assume Joe will probably be thinking about trading back. But in honor of how determined you are to get Creed Humphrey, Joe Skirto, in my final mock draft that I'm going to release here pretty soon, I am going to take Creed Humphrey at 23 overall. We're in this together. We're rooting for Creed Humphrey at 23. Joe, it's time to just join Team Mike, dude. Time to give in. Team Joe's overrated.
What's up? I'm Bobby Thompson of G&T Sports Talk presented by Grunt Talks Podcast. You can catch all of our content on our website, grunttalksmlb.com, and on our YouTube channel, Grunt Talks GT Sports. I'm here to announce the Steelers pick, so let's get to it. With the 23rd pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Najee Harris, running back, Alabama. Really need a running back? He's the best one available. Works out perfectly.
You think that the Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain Nation, whatever they call themselves, is just sitting there sweating, waiting for this 24th pick? Every single pick, please don't take Najee Harris. Please don't take Najee Harris. Please don't take Najee Harris. The Bills are just trying to trade up with everyone before the Steelers. But somehow in this mock draft, he slides all the way to them at 24 overall. It could happen in real life. But Steelers fans, be ready for a letdown, okay?
Johnny Talk Sports here to announce the 25th pick. And with the 25th pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Trayvon Merrick, safety, TCU.
I'm here to officially announce that I am on the bandwagon. Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer have been sent from the heavens above to save the Jacksonville Jaguars. And now they add a safety to this defense, the best safety available in the draft, in my opinion, in a lot of other people's opinion. Trayvon Merrick, good pick by Johnny Talks Sports here. Duval, second favorite team going into the season right now is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the G to the U to the R to the U. You already know, man. And I am honored to introduce the Cleveland Brown 26th pick of the 2021 NFL Draft. And with the 26th pick, the Cleveland Browns will select cornerback from Florida State, Asante Samuel Jr. Yeah! They needed an extra corner, and this dude is a complete corner, one of the best corner in this draft. I'm talking about he could play man on man, he could play inside, he could play outside. He's feisty. He's a replica of Denzel Ward. Let's go dog pound. Woo, 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 woo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Leave it to the G to the U to the R to the U to come out with a bold pick in Asante Samuel Jr. I will say this. I've been watching some film breakdown of Mr. Samuel Jr. This kid is going to be good. If you don't believe me and you don't believe the guru, just turn on your TV on Sundays when he's in Cleveland, balling out.
Hi, everyone. I'm Gabby Hurlbut from the Boston Balling Podcast. You can check that out on any podcast streaming platform, YouTube, or social media, covering all Boston sports. Hope you enjoy it. I am here to announce that with the 27th pick in this year's NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select wide receiver Rashad Bateman out of Minnesota. This could be a really good addition for an offense that typically does a lot of running and is run heavy, so it'll contribute to their passing game for sure.
2021, there is no Lamar Jackson hate allowed. I don't want to hear y'all hating on him when he runs for 30 touchdowns, when he passes for 30 touchdowns and runs for 10 more. I don't want to hear anyone hating on him at that point. Watch him and Bateman now go off together next year. Thanks to Gabby Hurlbut's selection. Bateman's one of my favorite receivers in this draft. So I get excited when I hear his name called. I'm going to get excited in real life when I hear his name called.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Adam Lewis here, host of the What Off Season Sports Podcast. Could not be more excited about this Warzone Sports Network live mock draft on YouTube. Hope you guys are tuned in. You already know I'm representing the Saints. Who Dat Nation, baby. Major Saints fan over here. With the 28th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Terrace Marshall Jr., wide receiver, LSU. Going to be a great pick for the Saints. Having Emmanuel Sanders and Jared Cook get out of town, they're going to need someone besides Michael Thomas because this has been a team that struggled a little bit outside of the wide receiver one. Him coming in from LSU with that pedigree, going to be great for either Winston or Hill.
I'm still extremely salty that Adam Lewis from the What Off Season Podcast and Petty Sports Now kicked our butt in the pick'ems last year. But we're coming for you, Ed. We're coming for you. What's going on with the Saints quarterback situation? I'm confused, and I'm sure that they're confused as well because they got to choose between a man who was blind a year ago and a man who's your special teams captain for your starting quarterback role. I don't know what the Saints are going to do, but either way, that pick helps both of those guys out immensely. This is the perfect time to stop for a sec. Recap where we're at so far in the draft. We're on the tail end. We're on the stretch. Closing pitchers coming in. Hopefully, Yanley Jansen doesn't blow it again. But let's check out some of the picks that we've had so far to this point. Ian Rapoport, of course, was on the show. Took Trevor Lawrence at 1. Zach Wilson goes at 2 to Alex Robinson and the Jets. Matt Okada and the 49ers take Justin Fields. Then we got Kyle Pitts to Patrick Claybon and the Atlanta Falcons. Jay, the fantasy football plug from the Pace League. Fantasy football for charity. If you guys want to donate, I've dropped the link in here multiple times. Just rewind, type it in. I didn't memorize it yet, but I will soon. They get Jamar Chase to the Cincinnati Bengals. Eric Moody goes for Jalen Waddle to the Miami Dolphins. And Sewell goes to the Detroit Lions and Marcus Grant. At 8, Nate Christian with the Dynasty Rewind podcast goes ahead and takes Rashawn Slater for the Carolina Panthers. Johnathan Coachman steps in and represents the Broncos, gets Trey Lance. Steffi Smalls, Giants fan, takes care of the Cowboys pick, goes ahead and takes Patrick Surtain. She should have sabotaged him. She should have sabotaged. Nick McDaddy gets Devonta Smith to his New York Giants. Sam Wagman from the 4th and John podcast comes in for his Philadelphia Eagles and gets J.C. Horn. Fernando Ramirez follows up with a cornerback of his own to his Los Angeles Chargers and Caleb Farley. Chad Beebe adds to his own offensive line. And, when I say his own to these other guys, I mean like they're fans of the team or they write for the team or something correlated to the team from the outside. Chad Beebe, Minnesota Vikings wide receiver, drafts his teammate, Elijah Vera Tucker. At 15, we got Renee from RC Production, produces all the music that we use on the Warzone Sports Network and was a co-host with me before of a sports talk show. Takes Mac Jones to the Patriots at 15. NFL, don't let this crime happen. You can't let him get away with it. The Cardinals get Jalen Phillips. Jeff Rubin from Sports Me takes him. The Raiders, Max and Juan Cast, representing their team, taking Micah Parsons. Kevin Banks with the Fantasy Football Boot Camp and his Miami Dolphins takes Aziz Alojuari. Then we got Petty Officer Dyson with the U.S. Navy taking Christian Darrisaw for the Washington Football Team. Clock Management and Justin, again, of the Pace League. If you guys want to donate to that, please do. Greg Newsome to the Chicago Bears at 20 overall. Scott Ruggles, who played UCLA football director and is the UCLA football director. So there you go. You got that. And then at 22, Brian Bolsher takes another receiver, Kadarius Toney. You see Joe Skirto, go ahead and grab Creed Humphrey while he's there on the board at 23. Najee Harris, much anticipated running back entering the league with Bobby Thompson and the Steelers. Johnny Talk Sports comes in and drafts Trevon Moehrig for my second favorite team heading into 2021, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Then the G to the U to the R to the U doubles down on his belief in Asante Samuel Jr. and takes him to the Cleveland Browns at 26. Gabby Hurlbutt says give Lamar weapons with Rashad Bateman at 27. And at 28, Adam Lewis comes in for his New Orleans Saints and gets a receiver of his own in Terrence Marshall Jr. This is another opportunity to remind y'all to do these 3 steps. There we go. So here we are. Pick 29. Who's it going to be?
I don't have a mark on my face, and I upset Sonny Liston, and I just turned 22 years old. I must be the greatest. I told the world, I talk to God every day. The God's with the king on that, and you're just the same. I still got the world. I still got the world. I still got the world.
I said, can I be a legend? Search your soul and answer me this question. Do you think I have what it takes to be great, but still be humble and learn from my mistakes?
Kellen Moore and Kyle Trask are still on the board. Now hear me out. What if we actually drafted another quarterback, right? Right? Yeah, whatever. With the 29th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers actually select Jamin Davis, linebacker, Kentucky.
Aaron Rodgers probably just has his phone on speed dial, ready to call his agent when this pick drops if the Packers mess it up. Well, hold off, Aaron, because this just drafted a guy that's actually going to help you out during the regular season and possibly help you out probably during the postseason one day. Something that the GM of the Green Bay Packers failed to do last year and the year before, I believe. So hold off. You guys get Jamin Davis. That's a good pick for the Packers right there. Aaron doesn't have to retire and go to Jeopardy. He can keep playing football, which is what we enjoy watching him do. But to be fair, Aaron, I'm a bit surprised as well.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Superback, Sean Sierra from Sean and Maya in the Morning on Sports Zone Chicago. I'm here to announce the 30th pick of the NFL Draft. With the 30th pick, the Buffalo Bills select running back Travis Etienne out of Clemson. Over his 4-year career at Clemson, Travis amassed over 6,100 total yards and 78 touchdowns. What a pick. Pair him with Devin Singleton. It's a nice 1-2 punch. Hey, listen, you can follow me and my show on Sports Zone Chicago on Facebook and Instagram at Sports Zone Chicago. And on Twitter, you can follow us at Sports Zone Chi. That's CHI. Now, you can also download our app. Wherever you get your apps from, just type in Sports Zone Chicago, download the app, and take us with you on the go. We have 5 live shows and a ton of podcasts.
Sean Sierra, Sports Zone Chicago. I went on his show not too long ago, and I thought it was just like a regular small show like we have here. 6 people viewing. Thank you to all 6 of you that have stuck around. There's been about 5 to 7 in and out throughout the live stream. But anyways, small show is what I was expecting. And I find out after I get off the air that show was aired to the entire city of Chicago. And I was like, holy smokes, I wish I would have known. I wouldn't have worn my WSN Warzone Sports Network NWO style t-shirt to the show. I would have, dressed presentable. But if you guys want to cop one of these shirts of your own, they're available at www.warzonesportsnetwork.com. Highly recommend it. It's a nice shirt. It's soft. It fits me perfect. You got to get this shirt. You just do.
Hi, Rebecca here from Gridiron Rush, and I am here to select the 31st overall pick in the 2021 NFL Mock Draft. The Baltimore Ravens select Taven Jenkins, offensive tackle, Oklahoma State.
Taven Jenkins. If he slides this far, it'd be an absolute steal for the Baltimore Ravens, and they will replace Orlando Brown Jr. Rebecca of Gridiron Rush, she knows her stuff. Before the draft, literally hours before we did this draft, the trade came through that the Baltimore Ravens are going to be on the clock at 31. What did Rebecca do? She hit us up with a new pick and a new video before the draft came out. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Gridiron Rush, for participating in this and for waiting all the way until 31 to make your pick.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Step into the war zone. Step into the war zone. Step into the war zone. Step into the war.
What a show! We started off with the number 1 overall pick with Ian Rapoport showing up on the Warzone Sports Network. And now we're closing it with the most electrifying sports YouTuber in the game today. What's up, y'all? It's Mike on the mic. Who's picking at 32? None other than the reigning, defending Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they're bringing the boys back. Well, they're bringing the boys back and a few more. Because with the 32nd overall pick in the 2021 Warzone Mock Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah out of Notre Dame. Look, I know he's more built like a safety than a linebacker. Then come on over and win a Super Bowl playing safety. He's going to play some safety. He's going to play some linebacker. The Buccaneers might send him off of the edge from time to time. Freak of nature, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Welcome to the back-to-back Super Bowl champion roster. Wow. That guy's a genius. That was the best pick of this entire... JOK at 32? Absolutely ridiculous. That guy's a beast. I do want to point out, before people start making any assumptions, I'm sure it's going to come up in the comment section below, that it is just a coincidence that I was wearing that shirt on Friday and I'm wearing that shirt today. No, I did not wear the shirt from Friday until today. Although it is such a nice shirt, a nice quality shirt, so comfortable, I wouldn't be opposed to it, other than, the part where it might start to smell. But if you want one of these shirts, head to www.warzonesportsnetwork.com. Join the Warzone Sports Network Army. We're going to start, wearing headbands and coming out to NWO style. Well, that's the draft. That was the last pick. I hope you guys enjoyed the recap. Let's go ahead and look at all of the picks from 1 to 32. Hopefully I don't stumble upon my words while I'm reading all 32 of these picks. Take a deep breath. We got Ian Rapoport with the Jaguars at 1, taking Trevor Lawrence. Alex Robson and the Jets, they go ahead and take Zach Wilson. No surprises yet. Matt Okada got the 49ers wisening up And going for Justin Fields at 3 overall, Patrick Claybon from the NFL Network selects Kyle Pitts to the Atlanta Falcons at 4. Jay, the fantasy football plug, gets a weapon for Burrow to throw to that he's familiar with. Reunited and it feels so good. Eric Moody picks up Jalen Waddle for the Miami Dolphins in 2 a time. The Detroit Lions somehow get Penei Sewell to slide all the way down to them at 7. Marcus Grant, thanks for joining the show. At 8, Nate Christian with the Dynasty Rewind podcast. The podcast is much better than my podcast. Gets Rashawn Slater to the Carolina Panthers at 8. The Denver Broncos pull Johnathan Coachman in and get Trey Lance at 9 overall. Steffi Smalls takes control of her rival team, Dallas Cowboys, to get Patrick Surtain at 10. At 11, Nick McDaddy Mack pisses off the entire Philadelphia Eagles nation with Devonta Smith right before they can draft. Sam Wagman recovers, though, with the pick with J.C. Horn. Eagles fans probably a little bit more happy for that. Chargers are on the clock, and Fernando Ramirez took Caleb Farley, the cornerback out of Virginia Tech. Chad Beebe helped out his own offense by getting Elijah Vera Tucker to the Minnesota Vikings at 14. And at 15, Renee, big Patriots fan, not a fan of Cam Newton, told him that he could sit his you-know-what on the bench for Mac Jones. Jeff Rubin from the Sports Me app, co-founder of the Sports Me app. Jeff, I did look for the worst picture of you I could find on the internet. Just let you know now. Arizona Cardinals get Jalen Phillips. Max and Juan Cast pick up Micah Parsons for the Las Vegas Raiders. I'll admit, I wouldn't be too happy if that happened, being a Chargers fan. Miami Dolphins. Kevin Banks representing Fantasy Football Boot Camp and his team and takes Aziz Alojuari. DJ Dyson gets Christian Darrisaw all the way back here at 19 to the Washington Football Team. Justin from Clock Management and the Pace League. Again, if you guys want to donate to the Pace League, please do. Cornerback Greg Newsome out of Northwestern goes to the Bears. Scott Ruggles, Director of Football Operations at UCLA and apparently an actor in the show All-American, takes the Indianapolis Colts and takes Kwity Paye. At 22, our own Brian Bolsterd takes Kadarius Toney. Joe Skirto, another one of our own, right after him. These two kind of have a little bit of a rivalry going on Sports Force. If you guys want to check it out every Wednesday night on the Warzone Sports Network. He takes Creed Humphrey at 23. Bobby Thompson comes in here and gets Najee Harris. It just seems like the dream pick for the Steelers here at 24. Jacksonville Jaguars get Trayvon Moehrig. Johnny Talk Sports and I are on the Duval wagon. G to the U to the R to the U. Film Room takes Asante Samuel Jr., one of his favorite prospects in this draft. Cleveland gets him. Baltimore Ravens add to the weapons with Rashad Bateman by Gabby Hurlbut. Adam Lewis of the What Offseason Sports Podcast and also New Orleans Saints fan goes ahead and takes chase for his squad. 29 overall, Justin Marvel from This Just In gets Jamin Davis to the Green Bay Packers. So, no, they don't take Kyle Trask despite all the rumors. Sean Sierra comes in and gets Travis Etienne, kind of the missing piece of this Buffalo offense, a running back. Rebecca with Gridiron Rush on the audible goes ahead and takes Tevin Jenkins to the Baltimore Ravens. And then Mike on the mic, who's that guy, takes Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So one more reminder to like, sub, and hit the notification bell below. It helps us out a ton in the algorithm when you hit that like. And then that notification bell is going to alert you every time we drop a new video. I'm going to take us home here almost on an hour on the dot. We definitely want to condense this recap for y'all. Tomorrow's the NFL draft. We're going to be having a Warzone HQ first ever watch party tomorrow night. So just freely, people are going to be coming in and out and watching the draft with us. So we'll see you guys there if you guys want to set the reminder for that now on your phones or however you schedule out your day. It's going to be tomorrow night, right when the draft starts. We're going to be live on here on the Warzone Sports Network on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. I appreciate it. This is Mike, and I'm on the mic. This is me saying, until next time.
With the first